Okay, algebra students, we're on page 67. Page 67, talking about Keone takes a bus to school depending on how early or late he leaves home. He must walk and or run to the bus stop in order to catch his bus. The bus stop is located on the same street that Keone lives on, about 1 mile from home. For each scenario described, sketch a graph of the function d of t to appropriately represent the situation described. T represents the amount of time that has elapsed since Keone left his home. 1 second. D of t represents Keone's distance from his home at any time t. T equals 0 represents the time he left his home. For all of the graphs except for question D, the last point on your graph should represent the moment he stepped on the bus. The last point of your graph, okay. So we're looking at A right here. So let's graph that. It says here you do not need to label the scale for each axis. So they just want an approximate looking graph. That's all they want. Okay? So he leaves his home. Distance from home starts at 0. Time starts at 0. Okay, let's draw that graph. So he's walking. Oops. So approximate graph here. He's walking from home. And it says here he arrives 10 minutes before the bus arrives. So that would mean that he's waiting for the bus at the bus stop. Okay, so I'm going to draw a horizontal. I hope that's horizontal, like that. Okay, so this is the time that he's waiting. This is the time that he's walking. Okay, moving on. For B, problem B, it says here, Keone is late. He runs as fast as he can until he gets tired, then walks the rest of the way, arriving just in time to catch the bus. So let's think about that for a second. So first he runs, then he walks. Okay? So first he runs. So your slope for the running portion is going to be steeper, right, than the walking section, because he's increasing the distance while he's running faster in a shorter period of time than when he's walking towards the bus. So when he's walking, it'll be a slight increase of slope as compared to when he's running. Okay? So this is running, now he's walking. Okay? Okay, that was page 67, everybody. Let's move on, page 68. That was pretty simple, right? We're just learning how to construct graphs and reading graphs with real life situations here. Let me get a drink of tea, please. Hang on. Okay, Keone walks at a constant rate until he sees his auntie coming out or her house. It's supposed to be of her house. Anyway, she lives on the same street as Keone. Keone talks with her for about 5 minutes, then realizes he might miss the bus. So he runs the rest of the way at a constant rate, just arriving in time to be the last one on the bus. So he walks first. So that's a easy, gentle slope there, like that maybe. Then he talks his auntie. I want to try to make it, I can't see through this ruler. But I'm going to assume this is level. For about, what, 5 minutes, does it say? Yeah, 5 minutes. Then right after that, he really runs fast to the bus stop because he doesn't want to miss the bus. So your graph would be something like that, okay? Something like that. Moving on to D, let's see. Okay, let's read it first here. This time Keone is really late. He runs as fast as he can all the way to the bus stop, but runs slower and slower as he gets tired. Well, that makes sense. He arrives at the bus stop, and after waiting there for 20 minutes, he remembers that today is a holiday. Martin Luther King Jr. Day. He runs as fast as he can back to home, exactly the same way he ran to the bus stop. Wow. But runs slower and slower as he gets tired. Gee, how are we going to draw that? Okay. He runs as fast as he can, but runs slower and slower as he gets tired. Okay. Then he runs as fast as he can all the way back home, but slower and slower as he gets tired. Exactly the same way. Okay. All right. I'm going to take a stab at this one here. He runs slower and slower as he gets tired. So this is not going to be a straight line. Fast as he can, and gets slower and slower and slower over time. Waits there for 20 minutes. Should make that level. From here to here is level. Just, wish I had a see-through ruler, but sorry. Waits there for 20 minutes. And he runs as fast back as he can home from that point, but runs slower and slower as he gets tired. Oh, this is a trip. So I would assume at this point he has a lot of energy. He's going to run super fast and he's going back home quick. And over time, it's going to round out and go level, okay, until he reaches his house. Okay. So he runs real fast, but as he gets closer to his home, he gets tired and slows down until he gets home. So that is my estimation of that curve, okay? Okay, moving on to page 69. So we just finished page 68, moving on to page 69. Keone is early today, so he walks at a leisurely rate. About a quarter of the way to school, he realizes he forgot his math homework again. He walks briskly back home, but about halfway back home, he remembers he didn't have the math homework. So he walks even faster to the bus stop, arriving about 1 minute before the bus arrives. Okay, let's take a look at that. So he's walking really slowly at first, something like that. And then he realizes he forgot his homework. So he got to go back to home, right? So he gets closer to home, which is this is from home. Home is here, let's say. Home. Okay. But about halfway back, he realizes he didn't have his mark, so he walks even faster to the bus stop. Okay, let's go to over this again. Okay. About a quarter of the way to school, he realizes he forgot his math homework again. He walks briskly back home, but about halfway back home, he remembers he didn't have his math homework. He didn't have math homework. So he didn't have to go back home. He thought he had forgot his homework, but then he realized he did not have math homework. So he walks even faster to the bus stop. Okay, so it's a steeper incline than even this one here. So let's draw that. Arriving about 1 minute before the bus arrives. So you're just waiting at the bus stop now. Something like that, okay? Something like that. Moving on. Keone has plenty of time to get to the bus. He walks slowly for a while and then stops to watch a gecko chasing a bug. He continues at a slightly faster pace for a while longer and stops again. This time to tie his shoe and watch a man unload tools from his truck. He realizes he's possibly late now and continues at a still faster pace until he arrives just in time to catch the bus. Okay, let's try that. First, he's going slow because he has plenty of time. Okay, something like that. Stops to watch a gecko chase a bug or whatever. Hopefully, it's not too long. Something like that. Then he continues at a slightly faster pace. Okay. So you see this incline is a little bit steeper than that incline. So that represents a faster speed that he's going. Okay. Then he stops again. He sure stops a lot, doesn't he? Watching the man tie his shoe and watch a man unload tools from a truck. Then he realizes it's late, so continues still at a faster pace. Okay, so even faster than the previous pace that he was going at. Like that, something like that. Okay. Just in time to catch the bus. Alrighty. Alrighty, there we go. So I hope you guys got that. Yep. That's the end of this video. We end at page 69. So we covered page 67. Page 67. Let me show you. Page 67. Page 68. Page 69. Okay. Okay, we're going to make another video. So let me stop this right now.